Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry that I had to keep you all waiting. We've just had a bit of a flipping nightmare. As you know, my auntie's in hospital, and yeah, there are family issues as usual, or as always. What a bloody nightmare. I'll tell you all in a second. Let me just see who's here. And thank you for bearing with me. I know we came in half an hour late, so let's have a little look. Paul, hi Paul, Frida, Bedtime Clown, hello. Danny, Frida, we've got Green Eyes. Have I missed anybody else? Hopefully not. Let me just see bedtime. If any of you ever come Texas, don't come June through October. Holy fuck, it's effing hot right now. 103, ouch. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. Hi, Green Eyes, my love. Thank you so much for bearing with me. You're all very patient. I was just about to come live at half an hour ago, and I got like a frantic phone call from my sister. So I had to ring her back and then try and get into StreamYard just to postpone everything. So I thought we'll just come on, have a little bit of a natter, see how people are doing, see what people think about general life. Hiya, Mrs. Mercury, love. How are you? It was we had a really good night last night down in the town. Didn't realise till we got down into Blackpool Centre that it was Pride. Well, it's been Pride weekend, so it was it was quite funny. There were drag queens everywhere. There were just loads of people at the from the LGBTQ and XYZ and whatever else, because I don't know how many letters are supposed to be involved in it now, but members of that community of all sexes were in the pubs and out on the streets and having a great time. So it was a really good atmosphere. Hope your answer's okay. It's not good, it sucks. What's that, like 70 for y'all? I don't know. I can never convert it, Bedtime Clown. Somebody else will probably be able to help. Frida, but the temperature here is only 14 degrees at the minute, and it's supposed to be the summer. Oh, we're slightly warmer here. I mean, it's been 18 degrees today, Frida. But I think yesterday during the day it was 21, 22. Bloody cold at night though. I went out in like a sleeveless top, and I had this kind of open crocheted, like a open crocheted silk thread. Wasn't even a jacket, just a fancy overthrow really of my clothes. And midnight, we're waiting to try and get a taxi back out of the town centre, and I was absolutely effing freezing. It was way too cold, consider it been so warm during the daytime. And the wonderful Porky got up to sing and got standing ovations 3 times. So, which was great. I did try and record him singing, but because of the noise in the pub, because when he got up for his 3rd song, everybody was singing along with him and clapping and cheering and what have you. So I didn't, I did try, and you can hear him a bit, but yeah, mostly it's the background noise of people singing along. So it was brilliant, Green Eyes. It really was good. He sang, the 3 songs he sang were Tom Jones, Never Gonna Fall in Love Again? That was the first one. And then he sang the Stylistics, You Make Me Feel Brand New. But he can do both voices, the low bit and then the high bit. That one, even the person who was running the karaoke just stopped. The whole pub was just gobsmacked, and that person was like, wow, 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 wow. So the people coming over to our table, like shaking his hand, telling him it was brilliant. And then the last song he sang was Billy Idol. Was it Rebel Yell? So yeah, it was really good. I was going to ask about your night last night. Porky has a great voice. Oh, Frida, he actually blew my socks off last night. Let me just see. Bedtime. I have family in Dallas, Texas. One of my favorite places to visit. I guess not now. Well, funny enough, one of my school friends, I went to school with a girl called Anita, and her dad was originally from Dallas in Texas, and he'd come over to the UK. I think he was in the forces, stationed over here, or spent some time over here for whatever. Anyway, he met her mum. They got married. She went back to the States with him. Anita was actually born in America, so she's got dual citizenship. And then when they divorced, her mum came back to the UK and brought Anita with her. And she's now, I mean, her mum, God rest her soul, she died too. Sadly, she was taken to breast cancer a few years ago. And Anita then has moved out in the last, I think it was when they lifted the travel restrictions. They'd already planned to move to Texas because she has got family, her dad's family living in Dallas. And that's where she is now living. She's always wanted to go back to America, so she's got her wish. Mrs. Mercury says, did you guess who I was the other night? Did you get to look at the Carl Tansley link I posted? Which one were you, Mrs. Mercury? Were you the Dorothy's, whatever it was, the flat? Oh, hiya, Porky. You've there. Got to go. Time to pretend to work. I was just telling people about your standing ovation last night, babe. But enjoy. Time. I honestly can't remember the new city. They just moved and I haven't visited yet. Have it written down somewhere. All I know is it's in the Dallas, Texas area. Going to have to pop out for a few minutes to get smokes. Now the supermarket is open. Be back shortly. Okay, Green Eyes, I'll see you in a little bit. Frida, Porky, give us a song. Dorothy's whip cracking boopy. I thought that's who you were, Mrs. Mercury, the Dingleberry. Love to stop and chat, but I have to do work. Night all, play nice. Okie dokie, babes. I will see you in the morning. That's right, Danny. Nobody plays nice ever. We're pretty good on this channel, though, aren't we? Standing ovation. That was in bed. What about the pub? You always get a standing ovation in bed, love. Usually off the dog, but you know, whatever. Take what you can. It's a cheeky bugger, isn't he? So, but yeah, the whole atmosphere down the town was it was great. So I called my friend earlier. I had to return a phone call, and well, as you all know, Uncle P. So I did say, oh, you'd have loved it down the town last night, mate. It was Pride weekend, which we didn't realise. So yeah, she would have had a great time. Oh no, don't say sorry. We never play nice. we just play slightly nicer, shall we say. Oh, Frida, I loved it. We had a great time. We were in a pub called Churchill's. We did go to another one which was called the Victoria Whittle Springs, I think it was called. We went in that one. That wasn't quite to our taste. It was a bit. Mrs. Mercury may know these pubs. Let's just say if you were going to go, let me have a think. Yeah, imagine going to Blackpool as let's have a think now, or Benidorm even, or somewhere where you wouldn't really want to go if you had a modicum of decorum. That's kind of the pub that we ended up in. They were nice enough people, but rough as ourselves. But we did meet a couple of people. We met a couple while we were out. They were lovely people. We ended up going there with them, and then we exchanged numbers. So it was like a husband and wife, and then obviously me and Porky. So we've arranged that next time we go down the town, we're going to ring them in, because they live at Little Bispham, just up the coast slightly from us. So we're going to meet them and have a night out. So that was really good. Oh, what's this? What's Paul put? My new Avatar is my daughter and oh, let me put them up on the screen so I can have a little look. We can all have a nosy. Your daughter and your granddaughters. Oh, you don't know because you're a hermit, Mrs. Mercury. Oh, let me get a bit close to the telly so I can have a look. Oh, you've got an attractive family, Paul, haven't you? Wow. Yeah, lovely photograph that. Lovely. Oh, hang on. Frida's got a new one up as well, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've got a new photo up, haven't you, Frida? That wasn't the one from the other night. I'm going to have a look at yours now as well. If anybody else has got a new photo you want me to put up on the screen, give me a shout. Yeah, beautiful girls, those, Paul. Beautiful. Your daughter's got a good look of you, though, Paul, hasn't she? Or as they're saying in Lancashire, they go, "Oh, your daughter favours you." They don't say she favours you. They go, "Oh God, she's got a favour of you, Paul." Right, let's try Frida. Let's see Frida's new one. Just waiting for it to update on the screen. Oh, is that your daughter, Frida, that's with you? Yeah. Oh, look at you two. God, we've got some stunning folk in this chat. Yeah, Paul's daughter and granddaughters are absolutely beautiful. And then look at you two little stunners. You could be sisters on that, Frida. You don't look like mother and daughter, do they, ladies and gents? Oh, Mrs. Mercury's got a new one as well. Let's have a nosy. Let's have a nosy. Oh, Freddie. Oh, that's from I Want to Break Free, isn't it? The video where he's dressed up in the mini skirt with the Hoover, doing a Mrs. Doubtfire. Well, I believe today I found out I am not the only romance on YouTube. I believe there's a romance going on with oh God, why's my brain gone blank? Oh God, bear with me, it will come back. I keep doing this. I'm sure I'm getting bloody dementia or something, and I'm sorry, I don't mean that as a joke to those people who who have relatives with it, but my brain, seriously, that's it. Thank you, Paul. Martin and Helen are an item, apparently. I think it's shocking that I'm not the only person to have although I do remember when I announced it with you guys, and nobody'd known that we were together. But obviously it didn't really matter because I don't have a big channel, and neither does he. I think there were only about 14, 20 of us in chat that night, weren't there? So it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I was a little bit like, yes, Bedtime Clown. There's a video on at the moment. I forget what it said. Did it say something like an international announcement or something, or breaking news? I can't remember anyway. But yes, Bedtime Clown. No, I'm always nice, Paul. I'm always nice. I'll only have got. Do you know what? If people find love, they find love, and it doesn't really matter, does it? So all I was saying was I was just like, oh my goodness, there should only be me and Porky. I just remember the night we were in chat here, and we announced it, and I think was it Sid and Bedtime Clown. You were like, oh my God, no, that's hilarious. Oh no, that's not good. That's I'm sad to hear that, Bedtime Clown. What's been wrong? I hope you've not had the COVID again or anything. Well, I mean, I don't watch, stuff. It was only today, bedtime. It was only today. Well, all I can say is I like Martin. Always like his videos. Think he's a great guy, and I hope he'll be happy. Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll highlight that one of yours. We'll highlight that one of yours. But as I said, I think was it last week or something? Oh, you meant all right. Um, I think I'd said last week though. Do you remember when we were talking about drama and bother and all the rest of it? And I said we were talking about the whole armchair detective thing, and I just said I've not watched. I don't know if any of you remember me, and I said I feel really bad because I've not actually watched any of Martin's latest videos or JC's, about AD, because I just don't want to know about him anymore. I get wound up. Just the mere mention of that guy's name, it makes my teeth start to grind, and I didn't want to like unbalance my juju. So yeah, I mean, occasionally, something will crop up like Preach Queen, but that was about that dingo Dave. So, occasionally I'll make a comment on stuff like that. But with the whole AD thing, I just wanted to back the fuck off from it. I just didn't want to know. Oh, don't worry about me, Paul. I'm fine. Yeah, you're always fine. Bedtime. So what's been wrong? Have you had well, hopefully provided it's nothing personal. Me totally broadcasting your state of health, but hopefully if it's nothing too serious, you can let us all know that you're absolutely fine now. Frida, yeah, I'm the same. Fed up with AD. I don't want to know. I don't want to know about any of the bloody silly, stupid conspiracy theories he's got going, or his scams, or his inability to basically be a decent human being. I just can't be arsed with it. So that's the only reason. But bedtime, you see, that's what happened with me. I was tested negative. There's stealth COVID now, and it isn't a joke, it is a real thing. One of these new variants, the only way that they can detect it, because the lateral flow tests will come back negative and the PCR will come back negative. They'll do a blood test and it will show positive. So, and I think there was somebody, oh gosh, I can't remember who it was. Somebody in, was it Belinda? You see, Frida, I had a dreadfully sore throat with mine. It was awful. Absolutely awful. It was hurting me to swallow. It felt like I had a razor blade down my throat, and I had this cough, but I didn't have difficulty breathing. I was running a high temperature, and I had 3 days where I felt like absolute dog shit. And Porky will tell you, I was sleeping like 20 hours out of 24. I was just wiped out. And then I got what I was vertigo really afterwards, and I believe that they're going hand in hand. Like Burren Witch was saying, some of these COVID variants are affecting people's inner ear. They're getting balance issues. She's had these blisters in her eyes and her ears. So, I mean, I made sure I didn't go anywhere and I didn't mix with anybody. Yeah, Frida, I was exactly the same. I couldn't eat anything. It was just dreadful. Did earlier in the week, lasted about a day, I think was Monday, then just bedridden the rest of the week. You sound like I did, bedtime clown. Just rest. That's all you can do. I mean, I was taking whiskey as well. I was throwing paracetamol down my throat. I did get a headache as well. I had a bit of a very funny headache. It wasn't like a usual headache. But yeah, after, I think it was about 9 days in total, and then I started feeling all right. But the vertigo, the dizziness and what have you, that started about a week into it, and it lasted a further week after I'd stopped feeling poorly. So I'd say from start to finish, it was 3 weeks altogether. Oh gosh, it's just dreadful. And just keep up with your fluids and, as best as you can. I just think there's so many different variants going around. They can't have identified all of them. And some of us have got a natural resistance to certain things, haven't they? I mean, I know I've bandied this about saying that in 2 years. I'd never even had so much as a cold. And I think I caught COVID right at the start of it, Christmas 2019. Well, it was like New Year's Eve 2019. And I was bad. I couldn't breathe. I was really struggling. It felt like asthma. And then since then, I haven't been ill at all up until that 3 weeks ago. But yeah, all good now. So I hope you're back on your feet and you're feeling better very soon. So yeah, so Mrs. Mercury, so your daughter's the same. Frida with your son tried to drink orange juice, but it was burning his throat, probably the acidity. Frida, that's exactly what I was like. It just felt like my throat was raw. And I also got some strepsils, and well, Porky will tell you, I was going through because I tried to take raw honey, and even that was affecting me. So I was eating packets of Lockets like they were going out of fashion. I'd suck on one, and then the minute that was gone, I'd get another one out. So, I mean, I don't know if you can overdose on Lockets, but I was. But the Lockets and the Strepsils were the only things that I could manage. And I did get some of the Beecham's Cold and Flu, you know, the Max, Cold and Flu Max, those drinks, and that helped. Yeah, it's just flying around like nobody's business, isn't it? Oh gosh, so I've only got 2 weeks yesterday. Well, this time in 2 weeks, I am going to be on night 2 of my holiday. Unfortunately, I doubt there's going to be a Gerard Butler like there was the other year for me to stalk. But, you know, I don't need to now. I have a Porky. Order some milk vitamin drinks from Amazon. Yeah, that might be easier on his throat, mightn't it, Frida? God, the poor love. Fancy that as well, just before he goes on his holiday. That sucks, doesn't it? But I don't think I've done too bad considering I'm unvaccinated. You know, and I'll tell you the reason why I was like, yeah, initially I knew it was COVID at the start because, hiya, Fern, love, how are you? Lovely to see you. Welcome in. We've not got a topic of discussion tonight. We're just doing a general chit chat and see how people are. Oh, right. I need to throw this by you all, guys and gals. I was going to do the Viking stuff tomorrow. Oh, oh, well, that's good. They've rebooked it then, Frida, and he'll be clear by then. No chance of getting it because he'll have the antibodies for 3 months, won't he? Thank goodness. Well, as I was going to do the Vikings in the Northeast tomorrow, but so I hope everyone's okay with this. I've also been trying to set up a live with Tismi Denny, so we could have, you know, a bit of a just a giddy night and give everybody a good laugh. And Denny's texted me today, and we're going to see about having doing the Vikings in the Northeast on Thursday, and instead doing a live with Tismi Denny on Tuesday. So not doing anything tomorrow. Do a bit of a fun and frolics on Tuesday with Denny, and anybody else who wants to come up on panel, you're more than welcome. And then Thursday night, I'll do the Vikings. Is that okay with everybody? Oh, Fern. Oh, yes. Saw your video earlier. My dad was in the Falklands, very moving, 40 years. Well, God, I know. Well, the thing is, Fern, my dad was actually on his way. Oh, hi, hippie chick, my lovely twin. Oh, thank you for popping in to say hello, and it's lovely to see you. I've just been doing the rundown then. We're going to do a silly live with Tismi Denny on Tuesday, and then I'm getting back to my Vikings stuff on Thursday. So if you're around, it'd be great to see you, but don't worry, it's all good. It's lovely to see you as it is. Hi, Lady Witch. Hello, shout out Sheila. My goodness, everybody's popping up tonight. Lovely to see you all. As I said, it's just tonight we're just chewing the fat, chatting shit, doing what have you. Yeah, Fern, what I was saying then was my dad, he was actually preparing to go out to the Falklands, and then they kind of they obviously surrendered. And also one of Porky's, he's got some older brothers, they're a lot older than he is. One of his brothers, I think he was in the Marines. He was actually on a boat on the way there when the Argentinians surrendered. So, but my dad, he did end up still going, but he was stationed on South Georgia for quite a while. Hiya, Nuff. Just popping in to say hello, and I'm doing a trip down Nobbington Memory Lane on Saturday. All knobs welcome. Oh, I'll give you that for a highlight. There we go. Right, everybody, if you're not subbed into Nuff, please sub and join us. I'll definitely be there, Nuff. Oh, I love a good Nobbington. Are you having a quiz? Oh, everybody's saying hello to Nuff. We miss you, my darling. But yeah, if you're doing a quiz and we can I'm just waiting to see if you are or not. I get all excited at Nobbington quizzes, even though I do really shit and I've still got half an inch. For anyone who doesn't know, when Nuff does the Nobbington quizzes, you win a knob inch when you get questions right. I've had half a knob inch for a year because I never could get my answers in quick enough. Oh, brilliant. She's doing a quiz. Oh, Danny, if you want to giggle on Saturday and you're not doing anything, please come and join us on Nuff's channel. It's absolutely fantastic. It's such a good laugh. Everybody's so nice in there. So yeah, you've heard it here. Nuff's doing a quizzle. I'll give you another shout out on Tuesday. I'm going to do double inches. Is that just for me or for everybody? Nuff. I would like some preferential treatment occasionally. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. You're bringing extra bricks, Lady Witch. Oh, this is great. Oh, this has really cheered me up. You don't need double inches, bedtime clown. Everybody else has got bigger danglers than me. Can I have half extra to go with me half that I've had for a year? Thanks a lot. Oh yeah, so am I, double inches. So oh, this will be brilliant. Well, I'm doing, yes, Danny, you get an inch for every question you get right. You get an inch, a knob inch. As you know, a knob in the UK means a peen. Bricks in your handbags. It's who will manage to get in the answer of Ken Dodd before anybody else. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. Well, I'll give you a shout out again I'm doing a live on Tuesday and Thursday. So I'll make sure I give you a couple of shout outs, Nuff. But great to see you. Are you away in your caravan at the moment? Your camper van, sorry, at the moment, or are you at home? Oh, see, everybody, all the best folk. I love all you guys. Isn't it bad, this? I've got when you're getting absolutely so excited and enamoured of a Nobbington quiz. I'll be working nights. Right, no problem. We'll make sure you get shout outs both them nights. God, how bad is that? It's like I've just won the lottery that there's a Nobbington quiz on Saturday night. Brilliant. Oh, good grief. It seems like forever since there were a quiz. Oh, look who it is, Dennis Kenga. Hiya, Dennis. Lovely to see you. Well, Dennis, for anybody who doesn't know, actually, I need to give you a wrench, Dennis. I'll have to do it tomorrow, though, because I can't do it on this phone. We will be doing Vikings on Thursday. So Dennis is our Turkish friend, and he's a real, he knows everything about Vikings. I'm really pleased to see you, love. We didn't think you were with us anymore. So, yeah, the quiz is on Nuff Nuff's channel on Saturday, but we might do a little bit on Thursday night. So, oh, Paul's not done a Nuff Nuff quiz. Oh, Paul, you have to be there on Saturday. So, yes, Dennis, on Thursday, we're doing Vikings, more Vikings in the northeast of England. And I am going to do, and you will probably be quite interested, Dennis, but I have a bit that I've got to do quite a bit of research on it because there's so much stuff out there. But the Vikings who went and acted as mercenaries for the Ottoman Empire. So, and you'll know yourself that they were in, well, Constantinople, as is now Istanbul. So, you know, they even got to Turkey. We got everywhere. So, yeah, I will be doing a special one as well on the Vikings in the Middle East. Oh, who's it that won't be in Second Life? Oh, do you go in that Second Life, Paul? And Fern? You have to be quick enough, Nuff quick. Do you know what, Frida? You're not joking there. Nuff asked the question, but you've got to have a time machine to go back to yesterday to answer it. It will be fabulous. I have missed Nuff's quizzes and Nuff's laugh. I know, Sheila. I know. Do you know what made me laugh when we were trying to get Nuff in here on do you remember on New Year's Eve before she was doing her own and she was pissed and couldn't get up on couldn't get in, she kept cutting herself off. It was absolutely brilliant, that was. I'm going to highlight Sheila's just to let you know. It is. Is anybody else like mega excited, or is it just me who's a sad ass? Yeah, Halfdan the Black signed something at this monument in Constantinople. It's called Hagia Sophia, I think, some kind of runes. It is, Dennis. He was actually, and Halfdan is basically was half Dane. That's where that came from. But yeah, there is Viking graffiti in the Hagia Sophia, and also there's somewhere else as well that there is Viking graffiti. Nuff, I was so drunk. No, you weren't, were you? I'd be excited about fella here on weekends and pisses on my YouTube fireworks. Oh no! You should get him to join in. Then again, no, if you've not seen him through the week, it's, yeah, you've got to make the most of your weekends. We were out last night and Porky was singing down the town. So, yeah, it was great. Standing ovations in the pub. I was so proud. And I've made my first friend. Oh, was he a miserable get? Oh, bless him. Yeah, I've made my first friend, and it's a lady called Pamela, and we ended up getting. No, there's not tonight, Dennis. We're just having a little chit chat and a catch up. But you know, it doesn't. We can talk about anything if you want to chat about a bit of Viking stuff. We can do. But no, not tonight. We're just talking away. But yeah, as you see, we all missed you. Martin and Helen are celebrating the relationship tonight. Video of them on Second Life. Yeah, I saw that earlier today. So yeah, I was just a bit like, oh wow, okay. So Second Life, is that video you were saying on Second Life? Is that like a bit like Sims? Is it that type of thing? Oh, there you go, Dennis. Lovely. I missed you all as well. I know you were going to college, weren't you? You said you were going back to college. Frida, we could have a Vikings quiz in the future. Absolutely, we can. Absolutely. In fact, if we do the Vikings on Thursday in the northeast, we could have a little bit of a Viking quiz after that. You know, for half an hour or something. Wishing them many bites of happiness. What is your picture, Lady Witch? That would be amazing. Oh, no problem, Dennis. Well, when you come in next, you'll be blue like. In fact, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get you on my tablet. Because as you know, everybody gets a wrench in here, so nobody's left out. And as I said, we thought you'd left us because we hadn't seen you. So bear with me 1 second, and I'll see if I can get you a blue wrench. Sorry, everybody, bear with me a second. This tablet is so slow. It's slower than hell. Jack Chalice, did you see the Northman film? Okay, I thought it was an absolute waste of... No, I haven't actually. I haven't. And welcome, Jack. Have you got a wrench as well? I've got to come back in the other room. Oh, right. Sorry, Jack, but save your money. Yeah, if you welcome. Have we seen you in here before? It doesn't matter if not, because everybody's welcome. But I shall give I'll give you a wrench as well. You don't have to do anything with it, but I don't like anybody being left out. And I'm sorry if you have been in. I just got a memory like a sieve, and I forget people who've been in before and who haven't. So I'm sorry if you've visited us before, but we do have a lovely group of people in here. Everybody's very friendly. Oh, you're the guy that gives Dennis all his information. Joking. It's okay, Dennis. Right, let me see if I can do this. Can I blue you up? Add a moderator. Got you. And Jack. Let's get Jack as well. Here we go. There you are. There you go, guys. You should be nice and blue with the rest of us. So if you, I don't know if you like having, if you like general quizzes, but if you do, Nuff Nuff, her channel, she's just been on here. She does a general knowledge quiz, and they're brilliant. They're so funny, and that's going to be on Saturday night. And then Thursday, we're going to be doing, especially if you're going to give, we could have a playoff between Jack and Dennis, couldn't we? Who knows the most about Vikings? Oh, Nuff Nuff's there. So if you can see Nuff Nuff in the chat, Jack and Dennis, if you want to give Nuff Nuff a follow, sub to Nuff Nuff, and then set the reminder, and you can do a Nobbington quiz. It is quite funny because it's called Nobbington. Oh, you're wearing your Nobbington t-shirt. Go you, dolls by Fern. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Hippie Chick. There's the link to Nuff Nuff's channel. If you want to give her a sub and set the bell, and it's quite funny because if you get a question right, you win a Nobbinch. And that's why it's so funny. Everybody loves these quizzes. Nuff Nuff will just laugh her head off all the way through it. And you've got to be so quick to get your answers in, which Dennis is pretty good at. You're very quick, aren't you? He is very knowledgeable, Frieda. Yeah, Dennis is very knowledgeable about the Vikings, as I remember. Yeah, he knows lots. So, and as I was saying before, although I have been following these, everyone fights for bigger knobs. Yeah, for a year, I've only had half a Nobbinch because I could never get the answers in quick enough. Only Vikings, though. Oh, well, no problem, Jack. We'll be doing a bit of Vikings history and then a bit of a quiz on Thursday night on this channel. But yeah, you're very welcome to join us all on Nuff Nuffs. They're a great crowd of people. Everybody's very, very friendly and very, very funny. Everyone fights for bigger knobs. Not standing near Lady Witch making a note of that. Is she going to beat you? Their shirts. I remember the first time I saw a Save Robbie sticker on a car. Fucker cut me off and almost caused an accident. Can you get a Save Robbie sticker? Yeah, a bigger knob would be amazing. Hey, well, Jack, you might know some of these quiz questions on Nuff Nuffs because they're really good and they're about everything. The thing is, you know the answers, you just can't get in quick enough. They've all got like trigger fingers on that channel. That's so funny. The only person that I would buy any merch off is, well, obviously people on this channel, you know, accepted. If Nuff Nuff got merch going, I'd be buying it. You know, something like, do you know what? You should have one that goes, washing poles. That would be funny. And that's a private joke for those new people to the channel who don't know it. And I'm not going to go any further. But as far as creators go, don't know, Dennis, after the quiz, you might wish you were a washing pole. Nuff Nuff likes washing poles. Yeah, do you know Casper Sight, if any of you follow him? He's a gamer. A washing pole. You know, when you have a washing line and you put all the washing on it, and to stop the it dragging on the floor, you have a pole that you hook onto the washing line to prop it up. That's a washing pole, or one version of a washing pole. Lady Witch, I want to come on you knobs mug. We all want to come on you knobs mug. Hey, I'll tell you what as well, Dennis, I don't know did you follow Danny After Dark's channel? She does all true crime, or rather the solved like murder cases and crimes. Really, really good channel. Really good. So another nice person to follow. Anybody wanting to drop links in for the channels, please do. Danny After Dark, Bedtime Clown as well. If you want to drop link in for your channel, just so anybody who isn't following you can do. Bedtime does some great lives, really chilled out chats, very good fun. Might look into it, which a lot of people have asked. I will donate my proceeds to charity. Oh, pardon me. Checked her channel out last time. Very scary content. I don't want nightmares. Well, some of it's scary, but it's so interesting. It's so interesting. Arthur Arniel, sub for sport. Thank you very much, Dennis. Thank you. What's this one? Oh, Dennis has got his own. Oh, there you go. We've got Jack has just dropped a link in there. That's for Dennis. So Dennis did he was really good and was subscribing to everybody. So if we can give Dennis a little follow. Bless you, kiss. What did I do? Oh, thank you. Yes, sneeze, didn't I? I thought I'd done something good for once in my life. VPXM, kiss my axe always raises my eyebrows. Well, welcome, VPXM. I don't think have we seen you in here before? If not, it's absolutely fine and all good. You're very, very welcome. Sheila, no, that's a prop. Oh, a prop. Right, sorry, yeah. Nuff Nuff means the metal pole that's concreted to the at the end to tie the line to. Oh my goodness, that one has to be concreted in for obvious reasons. Oh, you see, no, we didn't have that with our washing line. It was attached to a concrete pole at one end and the house wall at the other. We just had a prop. First time random pop in. Cheers. Well, you're very welcome. I was going to say it is just a bit silly tonight because we're just all chit chatting about all and nothing. Tuesday, we're going to have a very funny random chat with one of the channel members called Tismy Denny, hilarious lady. So we're just going to chat shizzle. But on Thursday, I cover Viking history, and I'm doing some Viking history in the northeast of England, talking about them being here and their influence and place names, and just some interesting stuff. So I'm going to highlight that there, and we do a bit of a quiz after. But we cover a lot of stuff on here, don't we, guys? We talk about. Sometimes we talk about aliens. Sometimes we talk about ghosts. We do history. We'll have random stuff. Gonna go now, Shkal, Dennis, and I will hopefully see you on Thursday. Thank you for coming back. You have been missed. So take care, my brother, and I will see you soon. Oh, I'm glad Dennis popped back in again. Now, what does VPXM stand for? Anything particular? Oh, I'm glad little Dennis popped back up again, because we hadn't seen him for a long time. I thought he'd got bored of our channel because we'd kind of skipped on the Viking history stuff. So we talk all sorts of stuff, VPXM, and I'm always open to topics of that you'd like to discuss. Anybody can ask for anything, and if I can accommodate, I will do. But there are a very nice crowd of people in here. Really, really kind group. Very, very friendly, very welcoming. So, and if you decide to pop in again next time, we shall give you a wrench, because I like everybody being blue in here. Last summer, felt like getting slinky for the church parking lot. They certainly got a show. You did not. VPXM Viking history is always interesting. Alien, ghosts, and anything not normal always gets my attention. Normal these days pisses me off. It absolutely does. Are you in the UK, VPXM? Yes, we do all sorts of stuff. Usually, it does get paranormal. We've got a bit into talking about. I don't know if you've heard of dogmen in America. We've got quite into talking about dogmen and Victory Planet X. Okay. Thank you for explaining that for us. Of course, we're all lovely enough. Oh, you're in Canada. We've got we have Canadian members as well. Although Raven's not here tonight, is she? Raven is a tiny little dot of a lass who, during your winter, she was literally out shoveling snow all the time. And we were really worried that if she fell off the deck, she'd just land, because she's so small, she'd land in the snow and not be uncovered until it melted in spring. So we've got, when I hear about the pole, I always imagine Nuff swinging around it like an exotic dancer. Oh, good grief. So yeah, I think Tuesday, it will probably, when Denny's up on panel, it'll probably end up, I've got no doubt, we'll start talking just random, and then I've got a feeling it will probably turn to ghosts and weird encounters and things like that. So, because it usually does when Denny comes up, doesn't it? We were trying to get Uncle P to join in, but she's gone to, or she will be going tomorrow to Whitley Bay for a week. So unfortunately, she's going to miss Tuesday night, but I will arrange in future a time that's available, that she's available, and she can come and join us. So who would like to talk about what this evening? Or I'm just going to keep rattling my gums. And obviously, before I go, I know most people have seen it anyway, but thank you to those who commented on my video from earlier today about the HMS Glamorgan. As you all know, I come from a forces family. I very much am a supporter of the armed forces and forces veterans, not just in the UK, everywhere. So I had to, I'm a bit of a geek as far as knowing specific key dates and, certain things that have gone on in the different wars that have occurred. So I had to, what, you didn't know I was from a forces family, Fern? My dad, he served with the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders. So yeah, he spent time. As I said, it was after the Falklands. Please rattle, love the accent. Anyways, oh my goodness, no. There's nothing worse than north of England, common as shite accent. Yeah, so he ended up stationed on South Georgia. I think, oh gosh, I'm trying to think what year that was, because I am Fern. Yeah, Army brat. Both my brothers are currently serving in the British Army. So, go the lads. You as well are. Falklands happened under Reagan. 1982, Paul. So I know we had Margaret Thatcher here. Oh, hang on, what's Lady Witch put here? I'll put this up on screen. Speaking of Raven, her husband is in surgery, so if you all could say a prayer, send energy, or just spare a thought, she would appreciate it. She's a nervous. Oh my goodness. Right, chat, can I just stop for a second? We all know Fern. No, Fern. Oh God, that's because you've just come up on the bottom. Sorry, Fern. We all know Raven, beautiful, gorgeous, lovely Raven from Canada. As you can see on screen there, Lady Witch has just said her husband's in surgery, and she's a nervous wreck. So if you could all say a prayer, send energy, or what have you, she'd really appreciate it. So whoever you pray to, be you religious, be you a heathen like me who will say a prayer to, what day are we on today? Sunday. Doesn't matter. I'll say a prayer to Freya for her. If you're pagan, if you're heathen, if you are Christian, Jewish, Muslim, whatever, it doesn't matter. Please send her all the love and positive energy that you can. And if you listen at some point, Raven, we love you, girl, and sending all the best for you. I really hope that your husband is okay. Oh, I know, Fried. I miss her as well, and I've had a load of problems because I've been trying to send her WhatsApp messages, and oh no, thinking about you, Raven, sending huge hugs. I misread that enough. I thought it said Yorkshire puds, Yorkshire hugs. Oh God. Talk about trying to deflate your good wishes. Yorkshire puds are delicious though, so if you send her Yorkshire puds, I think she would like those as well. Margaret Thatcher. Also, like past 40-year history, it's like a comedy version of today's Schwab's World. Now, I don't know what Schwab's World is, so you might have to enlighten me on that. We do a lot. My history that I tend to do, because I know quite a lot about, is the Viking period, Saxon period. We did do, if you're ever interested, if you can be asked, going back and looking, we did a live on the Vikings in North America. So when they first arrived in on your continent. So you might be interested in looking at that. Can I have half an inch? Nuff. Thank you. Oh, there's me fella in the chat, the pork chop. He's under the silo, so he's popping in for 10 minutes. Porky, those recordings I made last night, the one, well, I know they've got everybody singing. Can I play them for people? Or would you be cringing and going mad at me if I did? See, Frida says, give us a song. Oh, thank you. I mean, I could drop a link and you could warble for us while you're sitting under the silo if you wanted to. Honest, Frida, he was, and I'm not just saying this because he's my love, but he was amazing. I got chills. What the eye can see and the ear can hear. What's that mean? Oh my God, you don't do. Perhaps I will start saying less then, as too much info could get me on Schindler's List. Oh, okay. I was gutted that I missed Julie and her son. Oh, those stories of his are fascinating. I watched the replay, but wish I'd been on live for that. Oh, Lady Witch says, sing us a song, you're the Pokemon. Hi, Burren. Oh, Hippie Chick saying hello to Porky as well. That's what you don't need my permission to record. Yeah, but I need your permission to play it. I just wish I'd got you singing that stylistic song, but it was just too noisy. He's saying hello all. He's currently making his, is it Tennessee? What is it you're making? Is it Tennessee whiskey? Oh God, I can't remember what you're making. I'm really rubbish. But basically, he's making really shit hot alcohol. And he's sitting under a silo and he has to wriggle this little plate because the wheat gets stuck as it's emptying from this silo. So that's what he's currently doing at the moment. Bourbon, there you go. Where have I got Tennessee whiskey from? Oh, that's the stuff you brought home, wasn't it? Oh, sorry. Ooh. So as I was saying before to you all, this week it is wheat. Yeah. I made my first friend here last night when we were out. So oh no, you didn't. No, you didn't know it was what's it called, wasn't it? Um, oh, the stuff you made. No, Tennessee Whiskey's the song, isn't it? Oh God, ignore me, everybody. Porky still has to sing a song for me. I request an Elvis song, please, Porky. Yeah, he did promise that, didn't he, Sheila? That's why I've got Tennessee Whiskey in my head. I said to him last night, I kept saying, what are you going to sing? What are you going to sing? And I said, I thought you were going to sing Tennessee Whiskey. He went, no, you wanted me to sing Tennessee Whiskey. I wouldn't sing Tennessee. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. I just really like it. I thought he'd get up and do like a Chris Stapleton song or something. But no, he did really, really well with that Billy Idol song. Don't talk about wiggling to make things fall out. You will never hear the end of it in this chat. Ignore the podcaster classic. What's that, VPXM? I've bought the stuff, I just can't buy the time. I'm losing this here. Just for that, subscribed. I actually haven't got. I'm really am losing the losing the plot tonight. Who's the podcaster? Oh, bedtime spotted pork chop. Don't forget, he's doing his ghost hunt in 2 weeks' time. Hope you're all excited for that. Obviously, I'm not because I'm going to be in Scotland and miss the damn thing. But anyway, you'll all get to watch it before I do. Yeah, I'm sorry, VPXM. I get myself a little confused with the chat sometimes. You're only here so we can all get together and chat. Yeah. Well, that was all. That was all it was ever set up for, wasn't it? Really. Mitchell go. You were saying, just ignore me. Blah 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 blah. I thought it was. Oh, sorry. See what I mean? I've got a brain like an absolute sieve. Porky'll tell you. I'll ask him something 1 minute and then I ask him the same question 2 seconds later. He just shakes his head. Exactly, now shut up and let us chat. You're a cheeky bastard, you are. Yeah, it's Yeah, VPXM. It gets a bit random and crazed in here sometimes. Time is hard to come by. Sheet, that debt trial. I can't believe I listened to that entire thing. Well, that's 6 weeks of your fucking life you're not going to get back, innit, bedtime clown? Do you think that Johnny is going to make her pay him? I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Johnny Depp, but you know, whatever. KMA, it's just the menopause, you cheeky bitch. No, you know what it is, Burren Witch? I'm blonde. I'm a natural blonde. And that's all I'm going to say. I get distracted very easily. I will be talking about something, as you all said. I'll be saying, and tonight we're gonna talk about the Vikings. So we're doing this. Oh, shiny object, and I've gone. You all know this. You've known me long enough. Just deal with it. Like you said, not normal these days. It's the best way to go. Oh, there's absolutely nothing normal in here. Amber won't exactly suffer from all of this publicity. Oh, I think she will, Porky. Absolutely. Nope, he won't. He'll take the higher road and just say he wants her to pay the charities. Enough. He will make her pay, then he will donate it. Oh, I think that, yeah, my dog stepped on a bee. I hope so. If he doesn't want the money, he can donate it to DV charities or awareness groups, but she has to be accountable. I think so. I'm only taking the piss. That's me, the menopause. No, I'm only joking, Burren. You know, oh, good grief. You know you can't offend me in any way, shape or form. Johnny Depp trial is basically another commercialised cover for what Durham judge is trying to do, which probably 90% of everyone doesn't actually know anything about. I don't know anything about that either. Feel free to tell us. You're very welcome to. Usually the one who probably does know things about this is Bedtime Clown. Bedtime Clown and Simple's Meerkat, who unfortunately she's not here tonight, but they know everything about everything with all different trials and whatnot. So pot job, it's Tinseltown. Someone else will take the spotlight away and everyone will forget. Well, you're not joking there, because I will tell you now, I bet Will Smith was kissing the hem of Amber Heard's arse for taking the bloody limelight off him and that Chris Rock slap at the because because everybody stopped talking about him and Jada and the whole thing because they were so focused on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Just like the old days, every time regular people started revolting against a king or queen, here comes the yes, yeah. He needs to buy it. Oh, wouldn't that be funny, Sheila, if you bought an alpaca ranch with the money? Porky, yeah, you were right. Was just thinking about Will Smith. I wanted to be accountable, but I think Johnny will just say, forget about it, because he knows she doesn't have it and now she has a kid. Well, tough. Bloody hell. Do you know, she's got a kid and she's got far more money and she's in a far better position to look after that kid than most people are these days. Think herself lucky. Let her sell the expensive car in one of the houses that she scrimped off him. You know, bloody hell, look at how some people are having to live these days. You know, they're on the bones of their arse bringing up 1, 2 or more children. And with you guys, he's just a better person than I am. No, I think that he should take the money off for Burren Witch, but and with the other people that he should donate it. Or I did think that would be quite funny if he went and bought an alpaca ranch. And then he could name the alpacas certain things that related to his win. I don't know. I have a feeling he's not going to be merciful on her. He really doesn't have to do anything but put liens on anything she owns or will make in the future. She's in financial trouble for sure. Well, she is. He's mad enough to do it too. He is as well. I think that would be so funny. I heard Disney's planning an offer. I said I would personally supply 3 alpacas towards the million, so I need to get my pennies counted. Oh, well, there you go. Don't forget, Lady Witch, drop your link in as well. I forgot to ask you for that. Send the money to the Ukraine. Yes, Paul, that is a good idea. That's a very good idea. I'm trying to think of other good things that he could send. Because you see, well, he made a joke, Mrs. Mercury. What is it? Well, the alpacas. He said he wouldn't go working for Disney again if they offered him. I can't remember how much it was, but it was something like $10 million and 1 million alpacas. So they kept bringing it up in the trial. But he does a lot with, because he loves is it Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, the Children's Hospital in London, because when Lily Rose was little and she was seriously ill and spent a long time, I think it was Great Ormond Street Hospital, wasn't it? And he has done a lot for them. He's done a lot of charity, fundraising and what have you. I would not be surprised if he were to take the money off her, that if he didn't donate the whole lot to a particular charity of his choice, he split it. And he would basically then possibly give some to Great Ormond Street Hospital. There's Lady Witch's fund again for everybody who may or can possibly donate anything to help with the kitty cats. For those who don't know, Lady Witch has been rescuing mama cats and their babies, and she's doing this out of her own pocket. She's not got any outside funds to help, and she needs to get these cats and kittens vaccinated and spayed and or neutered, just to avoid this problem continuing. So if anybody can help with anything, no matter how small or large, greatly appreciated. And I'm going to pop the link on the screen to remind you all. Thank you. Ukraine is basically part of Russia. What they never say on television programming is that us and UN gets billions of dollars from the biolabs in Ukraine. Oh, really? Wow. Miss Mercury, I hope I didn't upset you by asking you to pop your PayPal in the other night. I hate to hear anybody struggling. Oh, what's this, Burren? And Mrs. Mercury? Can we help? On top of that, every country that is actually donating money to Ukraine, they should fix their own BS before spreading the wealth. That includes Canada and our beloved True Dick. Well, I'll be honest with you, VPXM. I know I don't have a very popular stance on foreign aid. But I am of the firm belief, especially here in the UK and everywhere else, that charity should begin at home. And as long as we have got any British citizens living in this country in poverty and having to rely on food banks to feed themselves and their families, and that they cannot afford to heat their homes during the winter because it's a choice, do I heat my home or do I eat? Then not a penny piece should be going out of this country to help any other countries. That's my personal opinion. Sorry for those of you that don't agree. I'm voicing my opinion. I've never made any bones about it, but that's what I think. Oh, Fern, off to bed. Don't forget to put your bins out and work clothes ready. See you soon. Yeah, thank you for that. It is bin day here tomorrow. I think it's normal general waste tomorrow. So thank you, Fern. Lovely to see you, sweetheart. And I shall see you very, very soon, hopefully for our next live. Let me go back up, Lady Witch. Thanks, Kiss, and thanks extra to the people who have donated. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, you're very, very welcome. VPXM, apologies for that. Stuff like this boils my fibres. Don't apologise. We don't have a problem in here. The only thing we don't do is get kind of political. But, you can speak your mind. It's absolutely fine. It's just because people have different political views. So there's no point. We don't want anyone falling out over politics. But things like that, voice your opinion. We all have an opinion. They're like our souls. Everybody's got one and they're all different. That's my stance anyway. So look, have a good night, Fern. Totally agree, Kiss. Yeah, and I know, and like I said, enough. It's not a popular opinion, but I just hate to see it when our pensioners in the UK, the average the national pension, it's a fraction of what they get in, Germany, Norway, Sweden, France. Our pensioners are the worst paid in Western and Northern Europe. And what do they get? Is it I'm trying to think. Is it about 10 grand a year or something ridiculous? How is a pensioner now? Okay, that's the general pension from the government. Your government pension, state pension, whatever you want to call it. What about the Tories? 5 times I've heard that in just over an hour. I wish we didn't get political in here. Okay, not saying anything else. It was just responding to another comment. So, yeah. So I just think that when people, talking about the general pension, I just think that, it should, that our pensioners should be getting more help. There was something very interesting. Yes, okie dokie. Yes, sorry, pork chop. I do remember. Not going to say it again. I am just going to say this isn't a political thing, by the way, but one of the Scandinavian countries, there is a village there that has I may have told you this before. They have a very large crematorium in this town, and obviously people aren't buried there; they're cremated. And what they do, and it might sound really vile to us, but it actually is very practical. What the town actually do is when people are brought in, so not just this town, but surrounding villages and towns, they're brought here to be cremated, and the heat from the crematorium, because it's running all the time, it is basically used to heat everybody's homes, and it is free of charge. So they're not paying for that additional heat in the homes. They're still paying for their electricity and so on, but the actual the heating is distributed throughout the town. It's things like that, these practical things that could be done to help people. And we are getting a little bit more savvy, things like your solar panels. And I mean, I know it takes 6 or 7 years before you start really feeling the effects. Okay, got to run. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening. All right, babes, I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry, I did a little bit of a political thing, but I didn't mean to. It was just something in my head. You have a good night. It is brilliant, isn't it, Lady Witch? Because otherwise, what would happen to that heat? It would just go. In places, very cold places, in the winter. Ground source heating, government talk about it. I know, and it's something like say Canada, for instance. Oh, Frida saying porky ta for now, but remember you owe us a song. You think about places like Canada, Russia, Norway, Sweden, Finland, all these really cold places, Scotland even, and what people forget is when we are actually further north in England, the UK, we are actually further north than Moscow, but we're warmer because of where we're situated. But we're still a bloody cold country. We might not get as much snow as other places, but we get bloody cold. I'd be quite happy. I wouldn't be thinking it was a bit minging, using the heat from the local crematorium to get free heating in my own home. I'd be quite happy I wasn't paying for it. Right, just having a little look what we're doing here. Let's have a little look back through the chat. Oh, flipping heck. Burren was saying here about anyone hurt by not getting payments in disability. Oh, is that what? Oh, yeah. As Burren's saying, Mrs. Mercury, don't be stuck. Agree with your location. Right now, we're sitting at comfortable 20 plus with our cloudy weather. Yeah, we're kind of the same here, VPX. It's well, today it's been about 18 degrees, and it's overcast. Yesterday was, I think it was about 22. Enough. I have to love you and leave you. Good night, everyone. Hope to see you all on Saturday. I'm going to highlight you there, Nuff. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I cannot wait for Saturday night. So I hope everybody will join us on Nuff's channel for the quiz. It'll be brilliant. Be so good getting everybody back together again, seeing the old crowd. So that'll be really good fun. So thank you so much for that, Nuff. You've cheered me up no end. Just want to get away from the equator. Fuck the equator. I'm starting to hate summer. The thing is, bedtime, I suppose, you see, to the likes of us who live in the Northern Hemisphere, it's quite... oh, it's 95 in Denver, is it, Paul? Wow. Yeah, you see, it's... 18 sounds like proper English summer. Yeah, I mean, that's a real hot one, that, for us. I mean, I am in the north of England. It does get a little bit warmer further south, but yeah, I'm up in the northwest of England, so we get a bit chilly. Yeah, it's, you know, we want the heat and the sun, but then when it gets hot here, we can't deal with it. We can't deal with it at all. I definitely can't. I start getting, you know, I was like, oh, for God's sake, give us a bit of cool. But then when the winter hits, all we want to do is have a nice hot summer again. So, you know, we can't. I can cope with the winter if we get snow. But the last couple of years, well, the last few years here, it hasn't snowed, has it? We've just had, it's just pissed it down and been cold. In fact, I think this last winter, we probably only had, I would say, not even a week's worth of ice. And even then, it wasn't that bad. 102 where Bedtime Clown is. Oh, I remember being down at my aunt and uncle's. It's about 8 years ago, I think, and we just got hit. There was a heat wave here. It was in was it April? I think it was April. And oh, it's 12. Oh, bless! It's only 12 degrees in the south of Ireland. Oh, Burren, bless you. Yeah, but it might only be 12 degrees, but look at the gorgeous place you live in. Bloody hell, that's hot. If I was that temperature here, we would be dying. We don't have air conditioning. No, that's the thing, isn't it, Frida? We don't have the air conditioning. Lady Witch. Oh, in Michigan, 59. Not humid either. It's very nice. Okay. Mrs. Mercury says, Burren, thank you so much. Family are good. We all pull together. Thank you so much for your kindness. VPX says, by the way, I might be like you. I prefer, or I am at my best between 16 and the lower 20s. Once it starts getting into the Texas temperatures, I just give up. Don't feel like doing anything. I put it down to my Northern European DNA because I'm half Scots, half Italian. I was just looking at something on the television screen that was talking about Italy. I was about to say I'm half Scots, half Italian. No, I'm not. That's a total lie. Half Scots, half Norwegian. So I'm not meant to live anywhere hot. I'm not got very pale skin. I don't burn. I've got that, which I was talking about the other night. I've got that kind of, you know, sometimes you see Scandinavian people, and although they're fair, you know, the blonde, blue-eyed, green, or whatever, green eyes, their skin is kind of a little bit on the olivey side, but it's not olive skin like Mediterranean skin, but they've just got that little olivey look to the skin, and they do get a good tan. luckily, I have that skin type. Now, my sister doesn't. One of my brothers is like me, and my other brother is like my sister. So two of us are that pale that you look at the sun and you've got blisters, and the other two of us are like this with the kind of Scandi skin colour. But I don't like the heat. I just start wilting. And obviously the other thing as well is when you've got very pale skin, you're from the Northern Hemisphere, you're not meant to be in extremes of heat like that. And I'm always concerned about skin cancer. It's something that we don't tend to, everybody makes a big thing about, the other types of cancers, but, skin cancer, it's a real thing. And not only that, the sun ages you dreadfully. Not so much if you're darker skinned. Like Frida saying that my son is swarthy, he loves the sun. People with that kind of colouring, you're meant to be, or you can tolerate the sun. It's like black people. And oh, hiya, Julia. Hello, my darling. Lovely to see you. Totally agree, guys, and feel sorry for your bedtime clown. Yeah, it'd be all right, that temperature, for a fortnight's holiday for me, but then I wouldn't like it anymore. Sheila was saying before, Julia, about your, when you came on and you and your son, and you were telling us about the alien encounter stories, and we've had the ghost stories from you. So when you've had your holiday, we'll have to arrange another live for you to come up on panel if you want. I couldn't remember when you said you're going away. Because I'm actually doing a live on Tuesday night with Tismi Denny is going to come up on panel. Oh, you are on holiday at the moment. Right, Julia, thank you. I couldn't remember. Oh, yeah, you're going to the Crop Circle Museum, aren't you? Right, we'll scrub Tuesday then. I was going to say if you were at home, you could have popped up and we could have done a bit of an alien night, but not to worry, we'll do it when you get back. Working in that heat, I can't imagine. Oh, I know. I tell you what, Julia, you'll have to let us know with that. Is your son with you on holiday? Or have you just gone, you and your husband? Because I was going to say, if your son's with you, you'll have to let us know if he picks anything up, while you're around Avebury and like that area, Avebury, Glastonbury, Stonehenge, the Crop Circle Museum, anything like that. If he has, if he gets any vibes while he's there, especially with, with his past history, be really interesting to know. Oh, he stayed at home, did he? Oh, bloody hell. Then again, you've had your encounters yourself. So yeah, let us know if you get any strange vibes. Frida, yeah, same here. I was actually born in Europe, ended up in my beautiful Canada. Country's really nice, and so are most people. Once you start to tackle political stuff, well, oh, whereabouts were you originally from, VPX? If you don't mind us asking, just like to know. We have a very varied crew in here. Oh, the Cotswold. Oh, you're still here, Twinny? What's your picture of? Hang on, let me put you up on the screen. I've missed Hippie Chick's picture. Is that football? I can't tell. I thought I'd be able to see on the telly screen, but I can't. Benson says it's not as bad inside, even though the shop is air conditioned. Got large fans. It's just dealing with it for 6 to 9 months. Fuck off, summer. Oh, you're touring down south and then going to Wales. Oh, lovely. Whereabouts in Wales are you going to, Julia? Yeah, Frida, they are very pretty. I've not been to the Cotswolds for quite a while, though. I'll tell you where I do like, though, Cheddar, Cheddar Gorge. I remember watching Time Team, when they went digging in one of the caves. And, oh, God, I was so fascinated. I wished I could have been taken part in that dig. I think they were trying to find what had been the original mouth of the cave before it kind of collapsed down. So I think, haven't they found Neanderthal remains there? I think. So they'd gone to have a little check out. I loved Time Team. Absolutely loved that programme. Llangollen. Where the raised canal is, Julia? Is it Llangollen? I went out with a Welsh guy years ago, and it's really weird, isn't it? Because the vowels aren't pronounced how they look. Not at all, podcaster. Born in Central, you guys can call me Daniel. Okay, Daniel. Well, as everybody knows, I'm Jax. So although I'm actually Kiss My Axe, I know up on screen it says the St. Helens Shite Up, but the other night we were all changing our names, having a bit of a giggle. Oh, you see, Central Europe. Now I'm going to have to start guessing, aren't I? Central Europe. What? My geography is absolutely shit. So I'm going to have to try and have a think now. So Central Europe. Ugh. I would be trying to think, I don't know, like Northern Italy or... No, see, Hungary's classed as Eastern Europe, isn't it? Bloody Spurs. Bleh. Harry Kane. Went to Cheddar Gorge when I was a child. Stalactites and stalagmites. Yeah, I remember our teachers, Frida, they were, so I remembered which ones was which. Because I couldn't remember which ones grew from the floor up and which ones grew from the roof down. And she was saying, always remember, stalactites are the one that hang from the ceiling and stalagmites are the ones that grow from the floor. And you just remember that mites grow bigger. So she talked about little mites. So mites grow up. So that's how I remembered. Did I guess right? Or is that awesome for the Spurs thing? I lived in Italy for a while. Loved the place. Loved it. But I did always say if I was ever going to emigrate anywhere and it wasn't going to be to Norway, that would be my first choice, Norway, Finland, whatever. I would want to go to Hungary. Let me go back and see what I have missed. The T1 comes from the top. Oh, that's a good way to remember it as well. When Harry Kane leaves Tottenham Hotspur, I'll change your icon to you. Okie dokie. Was Harry Kane, is he the one who used to do the shampoo adverts? Was that Harry Kane? I'm not a big football fan, Twinny. I'm really sorry. I know we're usually twins on everything, but not this time. So I'm not very good about them. Actually popped out in Poland. Family tree is German, Polish, and French. Oh, cool. Poland. I grew up with loads of Polish kids. Loads. There was a massive There's a lot of Poles live around here as well, where I live now. But yeah, I would probably say I would probably say more than 50% of my school friends when I was growing up were of Polish origin. It was great. Oh, Sheila's off to bed now. Oh, good night, love. Thank you for coming in. It's been great. Hopefully, we might see you next week, either Tuesday or Thursday, if you can make it. And if not, see you Nuff on Saturday. Sid, hello. Nice to see you. even though we're out late. How are you doing? How's Nancy? Are you still away, Sid? On your holes? I forgot to ask you the other night where you were off to. When you were boarding your flight. I'm a nosy bugger, aren't I? There's been quite a lot of folk in here. We've got a few new faces tonight as well, Sid. And do you remember Dennis? Dennis Kenger, the Turkish lad who used to come in for the Viking history. He came back tonight, brought his mate with him. And then we've got a new friend from Canada, VPXM. Oh, you're in Bulgaria. Oh, fantastic. A guy that I used to work with it wasn't retirement, it was when you can take your voluntary redundancy, probably about 7-8 years ago, and he got a really good package. He bought a hotel in Bulgaria. He went, and they were cheap as chips, went out, bought this massive hotel, and because he was saying that, you couldn't believe the prices that the property was going for out there. Apparently, I don't know the name of the hotel, unfortunately, else I would have sent you to say hello. But apparently this hotel it's doing great guns. Sorry, signaling that. Don't worry, Burren, we're still here, chicken. Not a lot said. I would say chilling on the patio, but we're burning to death out here. We'll quit bitching. You're not bitching, you're just rubbing it in because we're all freezing in the UK. Well, actually, we're not for a change, but yeah, you in 100 and odd degrees, and then poor little Burren sitting there like at 12 degrees in Ireland. No, he's not that handsome for a shampoo ad, that is. Oh, okay. I can't remember who that was then. Somebody with he had the shampoo, he did the shampoo ad. He had blondish hair. They do, Frida, they do get about all these holidays to far-flung places. Joe, thank you. Thank you, Sid. I knew it was somebody. I remembered him because he got, didn't he get the piss taken out of him? Can anybody remember? That's it, Head and Shoulders. Nosy, not at all. It's a very good typical female trait to top this joke. Actually, wishing more guys would use that to upgrade their thinking tactics. I'm taking that and running with it. Can anybody remember people who aren't in the UK and who aren't into football, but Sid will probably know it. My twin will probably know it. If nobody else, who was the guy? I've just got to get this thought straight in my head now to try and get it right. Do you know how they do those merciless chants? And there was a football match going on, and one guy exited stage left, I think. Oh God, and he went for a crap. I think he did. He kind of shot off, Ken Dodd, yeah. And he left the pitch. And then when he came back on, they were all doing that chant, he went for a shit, he went for a shit. And I can't remember the guy's name, Jason somebody. He went for a shit. And he was laughing his head off when he came back on, but you could tell he was really embarrassed, but everybody knew he'd gone off for a poo. And I can't remember who it was. So if you can remember, Jason something, I'm sure it was Jason. I can't even remember who he played for either. I might have to Google that. I might have to Google it and even play it for you all just to show that I'm not telling fibs. Let's see if I can Google it because nobody's coming back for it at the moment. Let me see. This is really bad when you have to type in footballer that went for a shit. Oh, good grief. Not so much these days. Oh, I don't know. You do tend to get around, though. You get around far more than I do, Sid. Right. I found it. I found it, and I'm not lying. It was a chap called Jason Punchin, or Punchin. I'm going to play you the song now so you all know. And this is, for those of you in America, Canada, no. Oh, Gary Lineker shit himself, though. Bedtime Clown. He did shit in his pants. I think, didn't he let it drop out? It was when he was on the floor and he'd had a poo. Anyone remember Norman Bates? No, I don't. I don't remember that, Frida. But no, Gary Lineker was famous for doing a poo. No, it's Jason Punchin, right? I'm going to play you this, everybody. So pin your ears back and hopefully you'll hear it. Can you hear that?
Sitting in the crowd, know exactly why he left the field.
I'll join in with that one. He went for a shit. He went for a shit. Jason Punchin. He went for a shit. Oh dear. So let me see. Let me see what I've missed. Yeah, that was it. Hippie chick, Jason Punchin. I know, Lady Witch. Our what's this? No bed, Sandy. What have I missed here? Let me go back. Let me go back. I love some of the. Does anybody remember Luis Suarez? I don't know if anybody outside of the UK will remember Luis Suarez, but he played for, at the time, he was playing for Liverpool, and he is known for he's got quite big teeth. And there was a match on between Liverpool and Man United. You will probably remember this, Sid. And I think Luis Suarez had been done. I'm sure he'd gone offside, but basically the whole of the football stadium started singing. His teeth were offside. His teeth were offside. Luis Suarez. His teeth were offside. And I could not stop laughing. I don't know who he played for, Hippie Chick, but yeah, it was Jason Punchin. It's 1:30 here, and Nancy is pissed for the first time in 5 years. Go on yourself, Nance. What's she drinking, Sid? I actually was on peach schnapps last night. Ooh. I did only have 2 though, but I got the giggles. I'd had a shandy and then I had 2 peach schnapps. Talking above gum line. Oh, I don't know. Norman Hunter. Yeah, Luis Suarez and his teeth, they were very famous. Oh, B-52s. Oh, wow. There's B-52 shots are pretty lethal because they don't, I think it's because of the Baileys. You don't think you're drinking alcohol, do you? And then it hits. Don't film the table dancing no matter how tempting it is. Oh, no, Lady Witch. Sid, do film. Please do. Tell her to enjoy yourself, throw her hair down, kick back, get pissed, have fun. The girl needs a bloody good blowout, doesn't she? Oops, there's me with my flipping phone and forgetting to put it on mute again. Sorry, guys and girls. It's usually right at the beginning of my lives, isn't it? And we suddenly realise I've forgotten to mute anything. So just, I don't know if we had any, did we have any other updates on after Lady Witch brought up Raven? I know I was asking for people to think about her, and I kind of got lost in chat because it suddenly started jumping up, and when I was trying to scroll the chat back down. But if there's any more updates you can share with us, please do. Oh, I really hope Cooper doesn't look out of the front window at the moment. Oh, sorry, VPX, I've got a dog called Cooper. He's well known in this chat. He's been very quiet tonight, but I'm hoping it stays that way because there is a fuck off great big tomcat sitting on our wall looking at me through the front window. We've got a big bay window. And if he sees that cat, he's going to virtually launch himself through the double glazing. So I'm going to try and keep his attention focused away from the front window. Yeah, but end up pushing her home in a wheelchair while she shouts good night to everyone. Oh, well, that was brilliant. Oh, nothing yet, Lady Witch. No worries. Please keep us posted. Oh, God love her. Do you know, I could have done with a flipping wheelchair last night. I'm not even kidding. I had these, because obviously I'm a midget and I was not going to go out being, don't you encourage him, said, don't do it. I didn't want to be my usual midget self, so I had these great big wedge clog things on. I did take them off at one point in the night, and the couple that we'd met as in we only met them last night for the first time and ended up spending the evening with them having a laugh. But yeah, I took the shoes off just to demonstrate my midgetness, and yeah, they both thought it was absolutely hilarious. So I had these huge heels on, and we ended up walking around Blackpool trying to find somewhere to get a kebab. Just gone midnight. Well, I don't know why, because obviously it's Pride weekend. It was absolutely crammed the town, but we couldn't find anywhere open. All the restaurants had shut. We were starving. Ended up ringing a taxi to pick us up. Like, we were near the seafront by this point. We'd walked all the way down, and me trying to walk round on these gigantic heels. My feet, you know how they do that burn? Ladies will know. You guys, you'll never understand unless you ever wear high heel shoes. You will never. I was Lady Witch. I absolutely was. And I'm not gonna. I mean, she's same height as me anyway. Lady Gaga, isn't she? 5'2". So I'm out in these gigantic heels, me hooker heels. Well, they weren't that bad, but yeah. And my feet were burning. Well, ladies, as you know, when you get that foot burn thing, the worst thing you can possibly do is to take your shoes off, because when you try to put your shoes on again, you feel like you're being burned alive. So I tried to live through it. I tried to work through it, and I kept the shoes on. I didn't take them off. I was absolutely crippled. And this morning, on the balls of both my feet, I've got gigantic blisters, and they are so sore. So I've been having to live in flip-flops today. What's Frida saying? Remember being at a match, one side was singing, only one job. Oh, was that Liverpool by any chance? Only one job between, and the other side was thinking, thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for paying our gyro. You've only one job between you. You've only one job between you. I love the football chants. I love the rugby chants as well, because I was a massive Saints rugby, rugby league, St Helens. I loved the rugby. Saints and Wigan, absolutely, they hate each other. And it is funny, isn't it, Julia? Oh, what's that? Sid might be the only one in chat who understands that. Oh, I don't know which one, but anyway, never mind. But yeah, and we went to a rugby match once. It was a derby match between Saints and Wigan, And at the time, there was, I mean, I was quite young, but at the time, the manager for Wigan was a fella called Graham West. And the Saints fan, and I've never forgotten it, this song, because I thought it was great. It was to the Monkees, you know, I've forgotten which Monkey song it is, but basically the chant, excuse my crappy singing, but it was cheer up Graham West, oh what can it mean to a fat Wigan bastard and a shit rugby team. There were hundreds singing it. I was like, I need to load this, I need to know this. What, foot burn from high heels? Probably, actually. Yes, actually, yeah, you probably would. I bet me dad would, because I know that's it. Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Thank you, bedtime clown. I didn't know what the name of the song was, but yeah, if I ever hear that coming on, the first thing I think of is Cheer Up, Graham West. Daydream Believer. Yeah, cheer up, Graham West. Oh, what can it mean to a fat Wigan bastard and a shit rugby team? The people who think up these football and rugby songs are brilliant, though, aren't they? I bet, do you have them in the States as well? And obviously in Canada. That's it, the Monkees, Paul. I have a little story about the Monkees. It's somebody else's story, but my auntie Maureen, I may have told this in here before, actually. My auntie Maureen, she was my mum's sister, or she is my mum's sister. I sang it just right. Thank you, Frida. Well, when my cousin was a little girl, um, that's well, Sid, you've just Davy Jones' sister lived near me, came in our local very often. Was that when you were in Manchester? Because I'm just about to tell you a story about Davy Jones. They lived down south. So when my cousin was at, I think she was in the infant school. She was invited to a party anyway. So my auntie Maureen went along, took her to this party. It was one of those, you know, where the adults didn't stay. You just dropped the kids off with a present and something for the buffet. Yeah, who ate all the pies. That was another one, Julia. Always sing that to the Wigan team. Who ate all the pies? Who ate all the pies? You fat bastard, you fat bastard, you ate all the pies. I'm not as polite as you. So yeah, so she goes along, drops my cousin off at this party. So she's knocking on the door. Now she's mid-baking. So her's a mess. She's even got her apron still on, slippers. She's just pulling up the car to this house, going to throw the child in and come and pick her up in a couple of hours. The door's opened. Who opens the door? Davy Jones, right? She's just like, she didn't eat. Oh, don't worry, Julia. You don't have to swear. I'll swear for everybody. You know me, I've got a mouth like a toilet. And so, yeah, it was Davy Jones. She didn't even know. She didn't know. And she kind of handed a child over and just went into a complete meltdown in the car because she'd apparently been a massive Monkees fan and she loved Davy. She didn't realise how short he was, though, but she absolutely loved Davy Jones. So there was that. And then years later, when words repress, yeah. Yes, Frida, the referee's always a bastard, though, isn't it? No matter what side you're on, that's just a universal song. Well, although having said that, in rugby, the referee's a bastard in football, but it's always in rugby, it's the referee's a wanker. You've just reminded me, although it's not a song. Do you guys remember that? Oh, it was the most glorious thing I've ever seen, and I'm going to try and find the link for it. It was the campest referee ever. I think he was from some South American team, and they've put him to music. And if you bear with me for 1 second, I'm going to try and find the link and share it with you, because if you haven't seen it, you need to watch this. It will give you the best lift ever. Right, let me see if I can find it. Yes, got it. Okay, let me share this one. If you've never seen this, guys, you're going to love it. And you're going to thank me for it. You're going to love it. Oops, I left my voice on for this one. Let me put the link in. Please don't bark, Cooper, love. Oh, Sid, you've seen it, have you? There you go, everybody. Please watch that link. You will laugh your arse off. Your husband is a double. Oh, Mickey Dolenz, is he, Juliet? Was Mickey Dolenz the one who was he the drummer? I noticed that there is a Monkeys film coming on, and I can't remember if it's on Prime or Netflix. And it looks really good. 7% battery left, time to start hunting for a charger. Well, actually, I'm not going to be far behind you, VPX, because all of a sudden when you're on StreamYard, it just drains your phone. I'm on 15% now, although I'm not going to do a mega late one tonight because I have to be up for work in the morning. And it's almost midnight here. Yeah, Mickey was the drummer singer while they all sang. Well, on this this film that's coming out, it looks like initially they weren't. They were basically kind of employed to be, they were just actors. And I've got to think, who was the big tall American guy who played? I think he played the guitar. And apparently he was the only actual musician, original musician in the lot of them. The others, they were basically put together, a bit like they used to throw a boy band together. Oh, have you found one? Excellent. That's him, Bedtime Clown, Mike Nesmith. Apparently he was the only actual musician, and he was throwing his arse about, going, unless we start, I'm walking because, if we're producing, we need to be musicians. So this film looks really, really good. So I'm gonna have a watch of that when it comes out. But as I said, can't remember if it's on Netflix or on Prime. But yeah, it looked very good. I watched the long trailer for it, and it does look really good. Yeah, that's right, Bedtime Plan. Do you know where it's coming on, this film? No idea what that guy was doing, but I liked it. Isn't it brilliant, Lady Witch? He is so camp. He's off the charts. Whose mother said? Mike Nesmith or Mickey Dolenz? Or Dolenz, or however you say it. That referee, if you're ever feeling down, you have to watch that, because it just lifts your soul. No, I think Mike died recently, didn't he? Yes, I believe he did. Bedtime Plan. I didn't know that. Somebody else told me. Broadway star, yeah. Do you know, Frida, he's curled up on the floor at the moment, but which isn't a good thing, because just before he left for work, Porkchop said to him, right, now I'm going to work, be as big a bastard as you can, get it all out your system before I come home in the morning. He's going to be really upset that he's not heard the dog barking, humping cushions, creating mayhem, trying to be sick, licking the carpet and doing the usual things that he does whenever I go live. It's just not heard of for this dog to be this quiet. And I haven't drugged him. Frida Bot said, I will check the link later. Got the charger. I'm going to stick around here because you all guys are just so smoochable. We absolutely are. And I will tell you something else as well. All the guys and gals in this chat are absolutely stunning. You will never come across a better looking group of people. Hippie chick, Frida Baxter, Cooper could be cushion shagging, we can't see. No, listen, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little glimpse of the bugger. Wait a minute. There he is. He's on the bed. Fast asleep, actually on his own bed for a change. Oh, hang on. Up he's woken. Get out the way, you nit. Let's have a look. Frida says VPXM. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Sid, nice one. It's Ace here. Oh, there's Coops. Really? I could be in the bottom of that list then, just average looking bloke. No, it doesn't matter. Inside and out, everybody in this chat is beautifuls. Beautiful, gorgeous, and stunning. I love him, and Roberta's Pippin. They're both so adorable. Pippin's ace, isn't she? He has his moments, this one. No, he's, as I've just proved then, urge to boop the floof. No, he's been very, very good tonight. He's actually just gone back to lying down, even though he woke up to say hello to you all. So he's just gone and chilled it out. I'm still buzzing about Nuff Nuff's quiz on Saturday night. I'm just getting so excited. Damn. So what else do we know? Have we any gossip? Is there anything that you would like to talk about before my phone goes flat? And feel free. I'm a minute or so behind, just noticed. See, I had to prove it. We've never had a wrong one in here. We haven't, Sid, have we? I mean, even that guy, do you remember that Indian guy who came in trying to like sell his, he was thinking we were all like, well, I know Bedtime Clown missed it. I think you may have been in here, Sid Vicious, but I know the other ladies, were, and we had an Indian guy came in and basically thinking we were a chat full of desperate, horny women, even though I think we were talking about food at the time. And instead of us all being affronted, I then decided to auction him off to the highest bidder. You know, because if somebody's going to be a bit rude, then they just deserve to be humiliated, but in a nice way. So, yeah, that's it, Bedtime. We auctioned him off. That was really funny, that, wasn't it? Shaved, dressed and broke. Well, not really. Just don't ask for any substantial donations. No, we don't ask for donations in here. The only things we will do is like Lady Witch, who's doing a bit of fundraising. We drop the link in, and if anybody can or wants to, then we just say, can you drop her a few quid if you can. But yeah, no, I'm not monetized. We do everything in here for the love of it and enjoy it. Must leave, the granddaughters are ready for fast food. Oh, thank you, Paul, for coming in. Have a lovely time with your granddaughters. They're so beautiful, your children. Let's give everybody a last look at Paul's beautiful daughter and grandchildren in Colorado. I'll put you back on the screen. There they are, the Martinez family. There you go. Frida says, you go sort out your beautiful granddaughters. Yeah. See, gorgeouses. Gorgeouses. Oh, did you miss it as well, Sid? Yeah, that's the only time. I mean, yeah, occasionally we get those dodgy links that come in. Although that hasn't happened for a while. But no, we've actually not had anybody, have we? Touch wood, there's time for that to happen. But yeah, we've not had anybody coming in stirring the pot. We've not had hate watchers. Well, we've probably got hate watchers, but they've never actually popped in here. But probably because I think with all you guys, because you're so witty, when things get going and you know, especially when we're all taking the piss out of each other and there's a bit of ribbing going on. You know, I think they realised that they'd actually take their lives into their own hands, especially with how brutal everybody can be. So we have been lucky, but yeah, that guy, after I think he was auctioned off for like a manky toffee out of somebody's pocket and a bacon butty. He never came back. That's it, Sid. No, we've not had those links at all. Oh, has Clown got a hate watcher? Who have you got, Clown? VPX. You should be though, because YouTube is pretty much the only way I can donate. PayPal holds your money before they transfer. Learned that myself. Oh no, I'm not. I just do this because all these guys are such, they're really good fun, and I'm like, as you saw earlier, Pork Chop, he's my other half. He works nights. So you know, most of the time I'm sitting here of a night on my own. As most, you know, a lot of people are, you know, their other halves might be working or they're sitting at home alone. So yeah, we come on and we have a bit of a giggle, and yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice fun. So yeah, I'm doing it for the love of it. Oh, you don't know who it is, Clown? Ah, come on, Lady Witch, spill them beans. Oh shite, my phone's dropping bloody thing now as well. I'm going to have to plug mine in. So you can follow me to the kitchen while I plug my phone into the charger. Because as you all know, we haven't got a charging point anywhere near where I sit in the lounge. Right, let's plug you in. Now, I'm just wondering, am I the only person? Did the romance of YouTube that was announced earlier today, did anybody else know about that? Or was it just me? Kitchen sandwiches. Oh, don't be asking me to make any sandwiches. I already made some and sent Porky off with them. That's Scarlett's email or whatever her name is. She was scoping you and Voodoo Queen. Who's this? Who's Scarlett's email? Oh, Cooper, just because I'm talking in the kitchen, you don't have to come now. Please don't start barking, mate. Good boy. Oh, I need to know things now. Yes, I noticed text ages for PayPal to go through. I know. Yeah, I think it was. I think when I'm trying to think now. I think when I donated to Salty's fundraiser, that went out. I think that went virtually straight away. However, when I donated to Lady Witch, I think that took a day or two to go through. So I don't know. I don't know why. We're not controversial. No, we're not controversial enough. Maybe we should be. But yeah, you see, I was thinking, like I said, I thought, is it just me being a bit slow on the uptake? Called electronic cryptic transfer, for those who know, for a very good reason. Crypto transfer, sorry, cryptic. What am I like? Are you talking about Lady Witch? I don't think that was Scarlett, though, was it? Oh, I don't know who these people are. But yeah, I was thinking that I know I did find it quite funny, you know, because I was thinking that Porky and I were being quite careful initially when he started coming into my chats, and I was just trying to act like he was just somebody new and random to YouTube who nobody had ever met before. And I think Sheila had sussed it out, hadn't she? And loads of you hadn't, and then Lady Witch had worked it out as well, and she's like, God, we're all true crime fans, of course we'd worked it out. So I thought I was being more clever than I thought. Sid, I've got 24-hour free bar and food, but I'm knackered, so night for me tonight. Oh my goodness, you maniac. Go and eat things and drink things, man. Sorry, I ended up late. Oh, Better late than never, Green Eyes, of course. People say it's either, but I don't know. She was looking for dirt on Bam since you're friends. Oh, okay. Gosh, some people, bugger off. We just don't need shizzles. Oh, there you go. Hi, Green Eyes. Hi, Green Eyes. Hi, Green Eyes. Baroness von Fahrenheit. Oh, I've heard that name. Baroness von Fahrenheit. Why have I heard that name before? Oh, that's going to annoy me, that now. Oh, Sid missed you. I missed you too. You missed Porky came in. He was on a break, Green Eyes. So, well, not a break. Sorry, he was working on the silo thing. Yeah, Frida, I wish I had a free bar and free food at the moment. Well, actually, it's not free bar and free food, is it? You've still paid for it. It's just that you can eat what you want. Voodoo Queen hates us. That might have been, yeah, it might have been Voodoo Queen on about that, actually. So, bedtime, did you, how long were you and VQ together before you kind of announced it, or were you together before you both came onto YouTube? Just one. Oh God, can you hear the noises now? The dog is now, he's in his back cave and he's rolling around like a crazy muppet. Can't remember then. I know VQ and her got into it on Salty. Yeah, that's ringing a bell with me, Bedtime Clown. That's ringing a bell. Nosy's coming up again. Awesome still. I know. I have to know everything about everything, especially when there's people. Well, Bedtime Clown, his other half is a lady called Voodoo Queen. So if you hear us saying VQ, VPX, that's his other half. Although she's not in here tonight, but lovely, lovely couple they are. So yeah, we're just trying to find out the goss. But it was quite funny in here. Was it after? I think it was after Christmas, wasn't it? That I announced that I was with Pork Chop, who came in here before. Although he was coming into the chat here, I'd never kind of let on that he was who he was, but I kept kind of tripping myself up. I'm not a good liar. And he just said, you kind of mentioned me and didn't realise that you did it, so we had to come clean. But I'm glad because he gets on with everybody in here. But yeah, so Voodoo Queen and Bedtime Clown are a couple. And yeah, we've been together almost 3 years. Didn't start doing lives until this last year. I've been YouTube since 2011. Really before then, but I didn't register. Right, okay. Yeah, because I remember when I was it early last year, I think, when because I didn't realise you guys were a couple. And wasn't it when there was a storm about to hit New Orleans and you were saying something about, you mentioned Voodoo Queen's family, because obviously I'd seen her in Bam's chat, but I didn't know you two were together. And I said, oh, you know, if you're in touch with Voodoo Queen outside of YouTube, can you please pass on my regards and that I hope she's safe and blah, blah, blah. And you were like, yeah, we're kind of together. And I felt a bit of a knob. Also, I'm like super upper 40s and single as well. So yeah, go ahead. You guys can gossip on this as well. No, it's absolutely fine. You're in a similar age bracket to a lot of the people who come in here, VPX. So not a problem at all. I think most people are kind of, Have we got anyone young? I don't think we have anybody younger than 30. Oh, yes, we do. Lily comes in here sometimes, doesn't she? But apart from that, I don't think we've got anybody under 30. I think 30 is probably the bottom limit, and we're right the way up to, I think we've got a couple of people late 60s, not here tonight, obviously, but I think everybody else are like late 30s through the 40s in here. Oh, actually, no, I think Dennis Kenga's, because he's at university, isn't he? So he's probably I think Porklet is a little, although she's not really a member, she comes in and then goes away again. Sid's 92, yeah. He's an old farty, Sid. He's very protective. She didn't want anyone interfering, like what happened with Granny Fanny, so we kept it quiet. She does announced it. Well, I didn't get it off BAM though. I think it was you, because I was just like, oh my goodness, I just thought you were really good friends. And you've had each other's numbers, that was all. So yeah. Sid 92 going on 29. Yeah, Lady Witch said we gossip about everything there. Absolutely we do. We have a good laugh. None of it's meant with any malice though. I mean, like the kind of point of gossip today that most people were finding interesting on different channels and whatnot, which I brought up at the beginning before you came in, is that two creators who are kind of well known in the area of YouTube that most of us visit have announced today that they're in a relationship. So that's why I was talking about relationship things earlier. Frida says, "Oh, VPXM, you were a spring chicken, Julia. Oh, you're never in your 60s, Julia, are you? Because you don't look it. I mean, we've seen you on camera. I would never have, but then again, though, like I said, you're all beautiful people. I think evilness ages people, doesn't it? When people are they're not nice people, I think that takes its toll on your face, doesn't it? That's my opinion anyway. Lady Witch, wish science was the same way. Appropriatory, buried in paperwork, classified. And Green Eyes is another bloody gorgeous lady. You all are. Oh, who's that there? Oh, Sid doesn't know. Should we tell him or should we keep him in the dark? What do you think, ladies and gents? Although, sneaky bugger, if I don't tell him, he'll probably bog off anyway and just do like a random search. Who's involved with who on YouTube? There was can't get it, my teeth in. There was an announcement today that Martin Dehaan and Helen how do you say her name? Is it Schaefer, whatever. Martin and Helen are together, like a relationship together. So I didn't know about that. But then again, I suppose nobody knew because they announced it. They've made a video and announced it. So, and that's why I was saying, did anybody else have an inkling? Or is it just me? Because I never know. Oh, it's Schaffer. Oh, thank you. Yes, Sid. Julia, we were in the 60s club, but we're still 21 in our hearts. Absolutely. I mean, Frida, you're another one. Bloody hell. You know, you've all got great genes. I know, Sid. So there you have it. That's a relationship. It kind of put ours paling into insignificance, doesn't it? Then again, I didn't make a big video. I just kind of snuck it into chat going, right, I think I need to tell you all something. I think who was it when I said I've got an announcement I need to make? Somebody went, are you pregnant? VPX, great news, who cares? Let's move on. Did he, Lady Witch? Oh, you see, this is the gossip coming out. Gossip. Well, would you Adam and Eve it? But I'll be perfectly honest here. You know, there's a lot of people have left people for other people. So I can't, you know, I'm not a person that can sit in judgment on anything really. As you all know, you know, I'm not purer than the driven snow. Well, no, I am actually. I am as pure as the driven snow. I'm just trying to pretend that I'm mortal like the rest of you. Lady Witch, those avatars killed me. Not that keen in her because she digs at BAM. Well, I don't watch her, so you know. But yeah, I like I do like Martin. Martin's a good guy, you know. So if he's happy, I think that's the main thing, isn't it? As long as people are happy. Oh, sorry, I'm just filling my vape up. Oh, gosh, I'm running out of vape juice. Not good. Yeah, no, I know you're not judging, Lady Witch. I was just saying with me because I like went, oh, and then I thought, oh, I'm sounding a bit judgmental there. Yeah, Frida, same here. And I think Martin as well, with because he had health issues, didn't he? And some relationship, though, Martin in Norway and her over here. Well, some long distance ones though, they do work out. I mean, I was in a very long distance relationship, and I'm talking 3,500 miles long distance relationship until, you know, that ended up coming closer. So, you know, it can be done. It can be done. You see, I suppose it depends, doesn't it, with how happy you are with your own company and how needy you get. I don't mean needy in a horrible way. I mean needy as in, you know, that need to be with a significant other for a significant amount of time. If you're happy with your own company and you don't have to live in somebody else's pockets, then, you know, long distance relationships are actually the ideal, aren't they? But yeah, I'm not judging either. I mean, whatever makes them happy. I do agree with Sid though about the BAM. She just practice what she preaches. Yeah, so you know, like I said, whatever. Be happy. Be happy. I can't say anything. Doesn't. Yeah, I think that was one thing that did. I think upset is the wrong word. It niggled me. It niggled me quite a while ago. When, you know, I think there was a live that had been put on, and, you know, talking about people not having tolerance, basically being unkind to others and not knowing of their own struggles. And that's true. But then in the next breath, having a go at somebody who, again, they don't like, you don't like them, but they also have their own struggles. So it's got to be across the board or not at all. That's what used to niggle at me, because I just find it a little bit hypocritical. You know, if you're gonna, it's like me. I'm not going to sit in judgment on anyone because I'm not perfect. Apology in advance again, in case some of my jokes don't become jokes. My all-time favourite comedians are Bill Burr and George Carlin. George Carlin is absolutely hilarious, isn't he, VPX? He is really funny. Bill Burr, I think I may have heard of Bill Burr, but definitely George Carlin. Maybe stay in a relationship, calm down, give something to focus on. Yeah, Sid, I'm the same. George Carlin. Time will tell. No bad feelings towards anyone. Carlin was the best. Yeah. Do you know what? Do you not find, though, I think that when you... I was a bit like this. When I was on my own, I wasn't on my own for that long, but when I was on my own, I was happy in my own company. I didn't need anybody else. You know, I had some of my friends who were going out sharking every weekend trying to find a man because they just could not, type of women could not be on their own. They had to have a man in order to feel like they were of some value. And I was like, Jesus, you've literally just come out of a relationship and you're going online dating the same night. What the fuck? Enjoy being with yourself first. And, you know, but anyway, that was just me. That was my opinion. But I was happy on my own. However, I did find that I don't think I was bitter or miserable, because I'm pretty much always like this, you know, chitty chatty and what have you, until I then met somebody, and then I realised that, wow, now I actually really am happy, and annoyingly so. So, you know, maybe it will make people, you know, happier and pleasanter. That's the way I look at it. What the fuck? Just love that accent. Why? But Bernard Manning, he was a bugger, wasn't he? But good. But good. It's the other one I like as well. But he's too silly, isn't he? But Chubby Brown. If anybody overseas hasn't heard of Bernard Manning, look him up. It was it's bloody murder. Okay, so I'm very happy on my own. Love spending time just with my son, granddaughter, and grandson. Well, that was it. I was actually very happy. I can't say that I was miserable, but I think it's when you, I don't know, when you fall in love with somebody, you know, it's not just that kind of opens up a whole new raft of feelings, doesn't it? And you do end up feeling so happy, you think, I must have been miserable before, but I never was. I was actually quite happy on my own. You have not. You look him up. Yeah, he's got a very, or he had a very distinct type of humour. He was not political. If you don't like, well, he's not politically correct in any way, shape, or form. Let's put it that way, about anything and everything. It's like Lady Witch said, when you have something else positive to focus on, well, in terms of a relationship, you increase your chances of positivity by at least 50%. Yeah, absolutely you do, bedtime clown. Oh, Vivi, it's good. Yeah, no, he's not. He doesn't do politically correct at all. Neither does Chubby Brown. Chubby Brown's very, very vulgar, though. So again, if you like vulgarity, Chubby Brown's your man. Bernard Manning could be... It made me laugh because where he lived was a very diverse place, and he used to always go on about that he had Asian neighbours. Was it his next door neighbour? Was it Mr. Shah or something? He had I think he was a Pakistani neighbour next door. However, his stage shows, it was quite. It did say quite a lot of very politically incorrect racist jokes. So that era. Like, would probably end up in prison these days, but you know, It was what it was, and it is what it is. Oh, dear me. Dave Allen. I told you about that, didn't I? My nan, she used to always say whenever Dave Allen was brought up, she wouldn't talk about him because she said he'd been excommunicated. He'd been a Catholic and been excommunicated, so it wasn't allowed to be watched in the house. My favourite comedian. I don't laugh at many people. It takes a lot to make me laugh, comedian-wise. That's why I'd never bother going to comedy club or anything, because I just don't find people that funny. I might curl up the corner of my mouth, for a bit of a snigger, but it's very rare that I'll howl. Now that, what's her name? Aisling B. She's funny, but my favourite is Billy Connolly. And I've seen Billy Connolly live, and oh my God, I was wetting my drawers. I was laughing that hard. He is so funny. But I think it's because I relate to it. Like Aisling B, I relate to her because of, she's Irish. She's got the Irish humour. Very funny. Guess I'm the type of person which doesn't care about being cornered by proper language. I hear Polish jokes with hammers and sickles, and I don't have any problems with that whatsoever. Chubby gets banned everywhere now. Love Norm MacDonald. Oh, I don't know who that is, Bedtime Clown. Hippie Chick used to be a big Jack D fan. I'll be honest with you, I was never that fussed on Jack D. As I said, it's a very... I'm really weird with my sense of humour. Like, you guys make me howl. Like when we had that night with all the funny stuff that went on in here, where we just I couldn't keep the live going because I was laughing so hard. It's weird and funny things like that. That's my sense of humour. Oh my God, I'm gonna have a breakdown here. I can't get the lid off my vape pot. Oh, done it. Oh God, oh my goodness. I was going to be on the verge of an absolute meltdown if I hadn't got that lid off then. I'll tell you who else is very funny as well, and he's not a comedian, but if you've ever heard him on chat shows or what have you, John Malkovich. He did a chat show over here. I think it was Graham Norton he was on. Actually, that was with Aisling B. And he's funny as fuck. Sounded like a weed grinder. Well, I wouldn't know, Hippie Chick, would I? I would have never heard a weed grinder. No, I have. I've listened to JC enough when she's been live, John Malkovich is nuts. He's funny, though. He really is. He really is. Well, on this one, he was talking about, he was talking to her, and they're both guests on this show, and he was saying he was in London, and he said that, it always makes him laugh when people come up to him and go, "You look like John Malkovich," and he'll go, "Do I?" And they go, "Are you him?" No. So he said he'd gone out of the hotel, and he'd gone to this little off license round the corner, and someone had come over again and said to him, "Are you John Malkovich?" So Aisling B butted in, and she said, "No, John Malkovich wouldn't come in somewhere this cheap." And he just turned around quick as a flash, and he went, "Oh yes, he would." Frida says, "You need a sense of humour to get through life." You absolutely do. You absolutely do. Oh yeah, Genetic Code is what I love her like, and when she's stoned, That's what. Oh, yeah, that's another one. VPX. We've got another channel member. She doesn't come in that often, but she has her own channel now and she does her own lives. She's Canadian, Genetic Code. She's a DJ actually. She's fucking awesome DJ. She did she did some tunes one night, didn't she? Did you all go in for that when she did a full session? It was absolutely amazing. I was dancing around the kitchen here. It's like being in Ibiza. It was wonderful. But she's in Canada. So you're not alone there, but she does some great lives. I love it. And when she's stoned and she starts laughing, awesome. Yeah, she is always stoned, hippie chick, but she's just brilliant. She'll probably be in Nuff Nuffs on Saturday night for the quiz, won't she? They guys on LawTube were saying they should get Malkovich to play. Oh, God, yes, Spiegel in the remake of... Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine that if he played that Spiegel character? He was a weird motherfucker, wasn't he, that guy? Absolutely crazy. Yes, Sid, she is the dog's bollocks. Frida, these days, we can also use that as one of the last defence against squeezing global system. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. Yeah, JC's voice is great. I think it's because she's got that gravelly... I don't know whether that's because she's smoking on the weed or that's just her anyway, but I think it's that gravelly timbre to her voice. I think it's great. But yeah, she's awesome. I also love Shirl's accent. Isn't Shirl's is in Alaska, isn't she? Make music as well. Some of my one-offs are on my chat. Oh, are they? Do you want to drop your link? Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Right. Can I make... Oh, damn it. Me... Oh, bloody hell. I can't do it. My finger's gone flat. Me damn tablet. Can anybody drop VPXM's link for his channel in chat, please? And we can all give you a follow. Because we like doing that. Or because I was going to say, can you drop it in? But I've not made you a mod, have I? So you can't do. And I can't do it at the moment. Oh, stand up, Belinda. Oh, her accent's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. But do you know, that always makes me laugh when Bam calls Shirl. She calls her Shirl-ack. I always call her Shirl AK, but yeah, Shirl-ack. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, hippie chick. So there is our VPX's channel link. If everybody wants to give him a sub, get those numbers up. I'll have to sub to you when I come off this live, though, honey, because... oh, and Bedtime's dropped it in as well. My battery's low, so I might leave now abruptly, so catch you all later. Julia, thanks for coming in, darling. You enjoy the rest of your holiday, and when you get back, how about coming on and doing a live with us and telling us all about everything and your trip and where you've been and anything you've seen? Because I know we'd love that, talking about your trip to the Circle Museum and everything. I know, hippie chick, your bloody fingers are on fire. Machine Gun Hippie, I'm going to start calling you. And Bedtime. We know Bedtime Clown's fast anyway. I'm just surprised both of you beat Lady Witch because she's normally Trigger Fingers. So yeah, everybody, there's 2 links been dropped there. Hippie Chick and Bedtime Clown both dropped VPX's link to his channel. So if you want to sub, that would be brilliant. And I will sub to you when I've come off here. Actually, let me have a... Oh, yeah, Bedtime. Oh, yeah, that's hilarious. I always want to correct her. I'm like, wait, you're going to correct Bam. Then I'm like, I'm doing that. Not doing that. No, I know. Oh, thanks, Frida. There you go, VPX. Frida's just subbed to you as well. But yeah, next time when I come in or when I come off this live, the minute I can get into live chat, I'll come back in and I'll blue you up, let you join the blue crew. Then you can drop your own fucking links in future. But yeah, I don't mind. Anybody can drop links in about anything as long as it's not prawn. So you do a bit of music. Well, Sid will be interested in that as well. Sid is a musician too. Oh, speaking of which, let me go back to Sid. I like how much she swears. Not usually a nice trait in a lady, but her shrill and salty just have me pissing myself. Actually, well, I mean, I've got a mouth like a toilet though sometimes, haven't I, Sid? I do need to watch my P's and Q's sometimes. Yes, Julie from Frida. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Hope to see you soon. Julie, okay, we'll still catch another night. Absolutely. We'll be here Tuesday, we'll be here Thursday, and then it's Nuff Nuffs on Saturday. But we'll see you soon, whichever. Lady Witch is up to her eyeballs in folding laundry. That's not a folding laundry and herding cats, perhaps? More motivation for future projects. Absolutely. No, they're a good supportive crew in here. Like I said, Bedtime Clown's got a cool channel. He does some lives. He does some good stuff. Although, can I just point out, Bedtime Clown, you did promise us all an early morning live where you were going on the lake in your boat. What happened? I was waiting for a notification. None came. Julie, depends what the hot tub is like. Oh, damn it, hang on. No, if you've got a hot tub, fuck us, like you can see us when you come back. Go enjoy yourself. Green Eyes, I'm cooking rice to make fried rice for tea. Oh, nice. Are you doing egg fried rice? Too bad those kittens ain't got opposable thumbs. You're not wrong there, Bedtime Clown. Oh, Hippie Chick sub to VPX as well. Thanks, darling. Gosh, it's 25 to 1 in the morning here. Green Eyes is cooking rice and everybody else is just chilling out. And Bedtime and Voodoo Queen have got tropical temperatures. And Paul as well, hasn't he? True Clown. They are very good at unfolding it for sleeping, though. Yeah, I've got a dog that does that, Lady Witch. The little bugger. So yeah, Tuesday, if whoever's joining us, as I said, it's an unscripted live with Tismy Denny, so it's probably going to get a bit raucous about whatever we discuss. But if you come in with some topics, anything you want to throw at us, and we will do our best to absolutely kill it. And I don't mean kill it as in nail it. I mean kill it as in completely ruin it for everybody forever. Bedtime Clown. Oh, fuck, I know. I started feeling sick but didn't realise I was getting sick until I went to work last Monday morning. Oh, right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, I'll let you off then. I feel really bad now for putting you on the spot. Anyway, I will be there for the next one. You had orange chicken. What the heck is orange chicken, Lady Witch? Putting it away that annoys you, Frida. Yeah, well, our dining room table is kind of covered in washing again, which I need to take away. Oh, thank you, Sid. Sid sub to VPX. Well, that's good because there's a fellow musician here. So somebody else for you to talk all things musical with. And Bedtime as well. Yeah, we're getting all the musical gents in this channel, aren't we? Bedtime plays a mean guitar. I'll try to get out there soon. Oh, well, brilliant. Well, we will join you. Oh, you called him Sudvicious. Soap suds. Screen cover with autocorrect just rocks. Oh, listen, when my phone does the autocorrect shit, it's so bad. I mean, I put words in all over the place. I'm constantly trying to correct myself. Luckily, everybody in here is used to, we can read typos fluently. So don't worry, we'll always manage to work it out. It's not a stretch. Come on, everybody who heard Bedtime Clown when he came up on here live and played those 2 songs for Salty. Wasn't he amazing? I want to hear the comments in the chat. Not that I'm putting anybody on the spot, but, you know, fire him up. Give him the praise that he deserves, because those 2 songs were great. Even though I tried to ruin one. I was trying to join in when he was singing the Beatles one. Talking to, do you know what, Twinny? You just read my mind when he said talking of typos. Where is Cassie's? Because I was about to say, you know, we can all, you know, when I said we can all, we're fluent at reading typos. You know, Cassius pointing, and I thought, no, the guy's not here. I'm not going to start calling him. But yeah, thank you. Lady Witch says it's fried chicken in a sweet chili and orange sauce that gets really thick and sticky as it cooks. You see. It does sound amazing. I'm guessing you could possibly do it with some other fruit, maybe. I'm allergic to oranges. Bizarre, I know, but I can't have anything with orange in it. It does sound delicious, though, doesn't it? I do like orange. I just can't touch it. But that sounds great. Maybe week after this one, before I go away, Cassius is polishing his bagpipes, preparing to blow you all up. He won't be blowing me up. He's my fellow Scot. I found the funniest. I can't post the link now because my damn phone has, my damn tablet's died. I found the funniest ever video here before. I might, if I can find the link and remember to do it, I'll post it in the comments once I've closed this live down. It's a Scottish parrot. It's an African grey parrot that's living in Scotland, and it's talking in a Scottish accent, and I was howling laughing. It's brilliant. And I just thought, when I was listening to it, I thought of Cassius straight away. Yeah, Frida, I remember that. I really enjoyed bedtime singing and playing his guitar for Salty. It was great, wasn't it, Frida? Don't feel bad, Kiss. I can't eat any of that food either. It's the MSG and it kills my stomach. It is good, though. Oh, okay. You can make it with pineapple and apricot. Ooh, I don't like either of those. Not that I'm being awkward or anything, but, you know, I can have limes. I can have lemons. Yeah, I just have to find an appropriate alternative, wouldn't I? I suppose, does it have to be, like, if it's citrusy, I suppose I could make it with lemon, couldn't I? Or plums, even. Yeah, that's a possibility to explore, because that sounds like a really nice dish. Although it probably will just taste completely different, won't it, if it's made not with what you make it with. Yeah. I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I'm thinking just before I go on holiday, because obviously I want to see you all before I bugger off. I'm thinking, so I don't have to do any form of a structured live because I'll be too busy. I'll be demob happy trying to get my packing done and getting ready for that lovely drive up to Scotland. But I'm thinking, I know we've been on about it for a while. Shall we have a live that week of one of our random chats, but we'll focus it on recipes and shit? Not shit, but, you know, recipes and things. Because people in here have got so many lovely recipes that they keep sharing. If you like bagpipes, you should check out the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You can guess what they do. Okay. Oh, I'll have a look at... Well, you see, the bagpipes make me cry. Lemon with chicken is nice. Also, like pineapple in sweet and sour sauce. You're going to try it with plums. Oh, well, keep me posted and let me know. Oh, now I've got it. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. Obviously, I misread it. It is late here, isn't it? I know you're in Bulgaria living the high life, but yeah, 1:45 in the morning. My eyes are getting a little tired. And I had a late night last night. I'll look them up, Sid. I'll have to look them up and see what they're all about. I'm going to try and put together a little short of last night's trip into Blackpool where Porky was singing. But it's quite bad though, because the pub was so noisy because everybody was singing along with him and what have you. And so there is a lot of background noise. But if you kind of try to ignore that bit and listen to the singing in the background, that's my man. And I've got 2 bits. One was the Tom Jones song, and then the second one was the Billy Idol Rebel Yell, which was really good. That had everybody up dancing. So I'm going to try and put those together, and then you can hear what it sounded like. But yeah, it was really, really good night. But I am tired. MSG is why I make stuff like that at home. I'm not quite allergic, but I do have a sensitivity to it. It's really hard, isn't it? I try to eat cleanly, and then I do like I did last night, and we got out of the taxi outside the kebab shop and went straight in and had a dirty, great big kebab on a naan bread covered in chili sauce and, you know, whatever else. Well, he did a really good job, but it's just unfortunate that you can't hear, because where I was sitting, he was up on the stage, which was at the other side of the pub. So I had a load of like, and this isn't sexist in any way, shape or form, but it was Pride weekend. There was a big group of pissed lesbians all having the best time ever dancing. I mean, I was having a good old laugh with them as well. But they were right in front of me. So I'm trying to record Porky singing, and you can just hear a lot of cackling and shouting. So hopefully, so I'll try and cut out the little bits where you can actually hear him singing, and we'll see how we get on and see what you all think. But I'm going to try next time we go. I'm going to go and sit nearer to the stage so I can actually pick him up, or nearer to one of the speakers, and I can pick him up better. Lady Witch, I should try that because I love that stuff. Oh, she's just gone live, Sid. Well, I was about to say I'm going to have to kind of wind this one up now, guys and gals, because I am up at 5 a.m. and it is 10 to 1 in the morning now. And, I need my beauty sleep because we can't be gorgeous like this all the time. It does take work. Joking. Obviously, I've got a face like a dog's bum with a hat on. Anyway, so I will wind this up. If those of you who are bouncing over to BAMS, I might nip over while I'm in bed to say a quick hello. And thank you, VPXM, for joining us. I will make you a mod. So next time you come in, you'll be part of the Blue Crew. And I will sub to you as soon as I close this live down. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. It's been really good, considering it was very last minute and unplanned. Hopefully we'll see those of you that could join us on Tuesday for a live with Tisby Denny. Get some good sleep, kiss. Have a great evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Twinny. It was lovely that you dropped in as well. Frida, at least you know that what is going into it when you make it yourself. Yes, you certainly do. So thank you. Sid, enjoy Bulgaria with Nancy. Give her a hug from us. Try not to tip her out of anything. VPX, hope to see you soon. Frida, love you lots like jelly tots. Bedtime, give me love to Voodoo Queen, Lady Witch. Who else? Julia. Everybody who's been listening who hasn't jumped in, it's absolutely fine. I know Paula may be there, and Meadow, Kathy. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry if I've missed anyone. Right. Good night, everybody. I'll do my usual and see you all on the bright side.